Welcome to Technical Tuesday. This is Fed Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today we're going to break down what the greatest obstacle to success for a trader is. And you might guess it and you might guess it wrong, but if you won't stick around, you won't know. But first, make sure to like, subscribe, and do share, especially if you find value in this presentation. Okay, so here are the choices. Is it money management issues? Is it not cutting their losses? Is it using technical analysis where they should be using fundamental analysis, or vice versa? They should be using fundamental analysis when they're using technical analysis, or they're not applying the right analysis correctly. What could it possibly be? What's that one obstacle that separates the boys from the men when it comes, or the girls from the women? Okay, let's respect. What is it? What is that one element that puts you and shifts you into a trader, into a successful trader? And that's mitigating fear. It's very, very simple. And hear me out, all right? Here's the reason. When you have an unanticipated unknown, okay, how do you feel about that? Now, I could reference several examples in my past where one of my mentors was taking us on a school trip, and I was like I wasn't the mentor for the boys, but I was like the counselor for the boys. And the particular mentor didn't share me and didn't include me as to where we were going. And that completely enraged me. But he wanted to teach me a lesson, and that was, and sometimes in life, you don't know where you're going, but you got to be okay with it. And that is really the reality of a trader, is being okay with the unknown. And that's very fearful for most people. Think about it. Okay, we'd like to control things. We are in a society and we're in an environment that everything we do, we control. We have a phone, we control our heating in our house. We have a phone, we can control, the car, the heating in the car. We could turn on the car with our phone, right? We have so much control with such a push button. And when you hit trading and you have conflicting beliefs on something that you do outside of trading, you come into trading with those beliefs, guess what? It clinches and it doesn't really work. And the reason it doesn't really work is that you have to put that aside for the outside world. But when it comes to trading, you have to apply different type of skills. And it's to be okay with the unknown. Now, I'm not suggesting that it's okay to lose money. That is definitely not the moral of the story. But you have to focus on this fear. You have to address it. You have to sit with the uncomfortable feeling. And that really, for most people, is very difficult to do. To sit with uncomfortable feelings of fear of the unknown, right? It could be the fear of success, could be the fear of failure. You don't know. You don't know exactly what's going to happen. At any given time, the markets could do anything, right? So with that said, how do you break free? How do you overcome this challenge, all right? So here are some bullet points on how to overcome these challenges, okay? Number one, only lose what you're comfortable with losing. Now, I used to have a mentor in trading specifically, and he used to always tell me, can you lose $25 a day? Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. So if you can lose $25 a day, that's what your cap is. That's what you should accept yourself to lose. Now, I'm not suggesting you're looking to enter the markets to lose, but if you become desensitized with not having any sort of conflict in yourself, then you're okay. If I'm losing $25 a day and I'm okay with that, then that's fine. Then I could go into the trade with a carefree kind of attitude, like a kid like happy. That's the state of mind that you have to put yourself in. And remember, 90% of trading success is all psychology. So if you can make that shift, okay, into that kid-like happy attitude by only capping out how much you're willing to lose, then you're that much more powerful. You're much more carefree. You're not afraid of that particular trade. Number two, change the way we look at losses. This is completely perspective. Some person could go into something losing a decent amount of money. I'm not saying something that completely wipes him out, but somebody could go into losing a decent amount of money and say, hey, you know what? Let me see what I could learn. I lost this money. I accept that I've lost this money, but what can I take? What can I learn from this experience? What am I going to do differently next time? Now, if you don't do anything next time that's different, that's on you. That's not on the losses. But if you can use that learning experience, okay, of those losses, and if you notice those people, those entrepreneurs that try new things, that kind of, they're experiments, right? They're like scientists in a lab. They're trying this and they're trying that. Oh, this didn't work and that didn't work. And Jeff Bezos has said this a million times. He's got scars in his body from the different things that they trade out at Amazon. Number 3, pre-accept your losses. This was really one that I've given quite before. And this is really important because this one is also something that a mentor taught me. If you can pre-accept your losses going into a particular trade, you're carefree. You're not dependent on the outcome of those trades. Your state of mind is not dependent on the outcome of that trade. That is key. That is super important because then you could stay focused on the trade. Most of the reason people don't succeed in the trade because they're not focused on the trade. They're trading the money. They're not trading the trade. They're not trading the particular symbol that they're looking. They're trading the money. And that takes you out of your game. You want to stay focused. Number 4, and probably the most important one, is practice humility. People lose money. You're not the only person that's gone through adversity in life. Other people, when they go through adversity, how do they respond to it? I remember one of the biggest parenting lessons that I gave myself is that I was reacting to one of my children in the same way one of my parents reacted to me. And then I said to myself, I looked at other parents and I saw how they were relating to their kids. And I said, why is that? Why am I doing this? Why do I have to react this way? And it kind of made me go into myself and say, why am I responding this way while another parent is responding another way? I've been taught something that is maybe outdated, that is maybe not applicable for my kids. And if I change that, if I change the way I react to my kids, well, guess what? They're going to change, not just me. As a result of you changing, everything around you changes as well. And that's calling humility and learning how to accept things in ourselves and how to change those things. So we've got to look at ourselves honestly and really give ourselves that focus to be able to change. Thank you for joining me for this Technical Tuesday. We'll see you here next week.